Elon Musk is sounding the alarm once again, and this time it's about something that could shake up the entire planet. He's predicting that Betelgeuse, one of the largest stars in our galaxy, is about to explode in just 2 weeks. Furthermore, he's warning us that the impact could hit much closer to home than anyone thought. We're talking about potential effects on Earth, specifically in parts of New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. Scientists have been watching Betelgeuse for years, but Musk's timeline has everyone wondering. Could this be the cosmic event that changes everything? Will Elon's prediction come true? And if so, what does he know that the rest of us don't? Hashtag Part 1. Elon Musk's Betelgeuse revelation. Are we facing a cosmic explosion in just 2 weeks? Elon Musk has always had a way of making headlines, but this time he's got the whole world talking about something that sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie. The possible explosion of a star that could impact parts of New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. The star in question, Betelgeuse, is a red supergiant that has fascinated scientists for years. However, the recent buzz comes from Musk's shocking claim that this star is about to explode in just 2 weeks, and its effects might not be as far away as we once thought. Betelgeuse is one of the brightest stars you can see with the naked eye. If you've ever looked up at the constellation Orion, you've probably seen Betelgeuse without even knowing it. It's that reddish star marking the hunter's shoulder. But don't let its peaceful appearance fool you. This star is massive. It's about 700 times larger than our sun, which is mind-blowing in itself. And now, according to Musk and a few other experts, Betelgeuse is on the verge of what could be one of the most spectacular events we've ever witnessed: a supernova. Musk's announcement didn't come out of thin air. There's been chatter in the scientific community for a while now about Betelgeuse showing signs of instability. For years, this red supergiant has been acting strangely, dimming and brightening in unusual cycles that have caught the attention of astronomers everywhere. One of the most notable instances was in 2019 and early 2020 when Betelgeuse dimmed so dramatically that it was visible to the naked eye. This caused a lot of excitement and speculation in the scientific world, with many experts suggesting that the star might be nearing the end of its life. After all, Betelgeuse is massive and ancient, a perfect candidate for a supernova. But while scientists have been carefully watching the star, no one was expecting someone to put a specific timeline on its impending explosion until Elon Musk dropped his bombshell. He's claiming that Betelgeuse could explode in just 2 weeks, turning one of the greatest mysteries in physics into a countdown. And Musk isn't entirely alone in thinking this. Michio Kaku, a renowned theoretical physicist, has also suggested that Betelgeuse's time could be running out soon. However, Kaku's take is a bit more cautious. While he agrees that the supernova could be imminent, he doesn't predict any direct consequences for Earth, unlike Musk, who warns of a possible impact. So, what exactly does it mean for a star to go supernova? Essentially, a supernova is the death throes of a massive star. When a star like Betelgeuse runs out of fuel, it can no longer hold itself up against the force of gravity. The core collapses in on itself, triggering an explosion so powerful that it can outshine entire galaxies for a brief period. When Betelgeuse does go supernova, it will likely be as bright as the full moon, possibly even visible during the day. That's pretty incredible, right? But here's where things get interesting and a little scary, because Elon Musk isn't just saying this will be an epic light show. He's suggesting that the explosion could have direct and potentially devastating effects on Earth. In Musk's version of events, Betelgeuse's explosion could release enough radiation and energy to wreak havoc on parts of the US, particularly New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. The idea is that gamma rays and cosmic rays, types of high-energy radiation, could blast through space and mess with our planet's atmosphere. These rays could potentially disrupt satellite communications, electrical grids, and even the health of people exposed to high doses of cosmic radiation. While this sounds like something out of a disaster movie, it's important to remember that Betelgeuse is about 640 light-years away from us. That's a pretty significant distance, which is why most scientists don't believe the explosion will pose a direct threat to Earth. But the idea of it still gets people talking, especially when someone like Elon Musk is the one ringing the alarm bells. Let's talk a little more about why Betelgeuse is such a big deal in the first place. The star is located in the Orion constellation, which has been a part of human storytelling and mythology for centuries. Its brightness and size make it one of the most easily observed stars in the night sky. For astronomers, it's also a prime candidate for studying because its size and behavior give us clues about the life cycles of stars. Unlike our sun, which will quietly burn for billions of years before fading away, Betelgeuse is a ticking time bomb. Supergiants like Betelgeuse live fast and die young on a cosmic scale, at least. It's reached the end of its life cycle and will eventually collapse. The question, however, has always been, when? In late 2019, something strange happened. Betelgeuse, which usually shines brightly, began to dim. It dimmed so much that people started to notice it with the naked eye. Scientists were perplexed. Could this be the sign that Betelgeuse was about to go supernova? For a while, that was the popular theory. But then, the star slowly began to brighten again in early 2020. This back-and-forth dimming behavior has only deepened the mystery surrounding Betelgeuse. While some scientists believe this could be a normal part of the star's life cycle, others think these fluctuations are a sign that its death is coming sooner rather than later. Now, we can't ignore the fact that predicting when a star will go supernova is notoriously tricky. The timeline for these things isn't exactly precise. For all we know, Betelgeuse could explode tomorrow, or it could keep chugging along for another 100,000 years. But Musk's recent claims suggest that something has changed. Maybe new data has come in, or maybe some observations haven't been fully shared with the public yet. Musk seems convinced that this isn't just a random fluctuation in Betelgeuse's behavior, but rather a sign that we're on the verge of witnessing one of the most powerful events in the universe. So what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks? According to Musk, first, we'll probably see Betelgeuse continue its erratic dimming and brightening as the star gets closer to its final collapse. If Musk's prediction is correct, we could then witness the explosion itself. If Betelgeuse does go supernova, it would be visible in the sky for weeks, possibly even months. During this time, it would be one of the brightest objects in the night sky, maybe even outshining the moon. While the sight would be breathtaking, there's also the potential for disruption. When a supernova occurs, it doesn't just release light, it also releases enormous amounts of radiation. Some of this radiation could reach Earth. And while the chances of it causing catastrophic damage are low, it's not impossible. Gamma rays, in particular, are a concern because they are extremely high-energy waves that can interfere with the Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field. This could lead to disruptions in satellite communications, GPS systems, and even electrical grids. If we experienced a significant surge of gamma radiation, it could knock out some of our technology, at least temporarily. Musk's claim that the explosion could destroy parts of New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey is more sensational than what most scientists expect, but the fact that he's even talking about it has people paying attention. Despite the dramatic possibilities, most astrophysicists believe that Betelgeuse's explosion, while inspiring, won't directly harm Earth. Its distance from us means that much of the radiation will dissipate before it reaches our planet. That being said, the explosion could still have effects on our technology and, perhaps more significantly, on our understanding of the universe. While watching a star go supernova in real time is something humanity has never experienced, it would provide a treasure trove of data for astronomers and could lead to new insights into how stars live and die. As we get closer to the supposed date of Betelgeuse's explosion, telescopes around the world will be focused on the star. Scientists are eager to gather as much data as possible, not just to verify Musk's prediction, but to understand what's happening to Betelgeuse. The event could give us an unprecedented look at the mechanics of a supernova, helping scientists refine their models of stellar evolution. It could also teach us more about how supernovae contribute to the formation of elements and the creation of new stars. Part 2. Potential Earth impacts and scientific uncertainty. What Betelgeuse's explosion could mean for us. First off, let's be clear. Betelgeuse is about 640 light-years away from us. That might sound like an unimaginably vast distance, and in many ways it is. But in the grand scheme of the universe, 640 light-years isn't all that far. However, when it comes to something as powerful as a supernova, most scientists agree that we're probably far enough away to avoid any direct catastrophic destruction. Expect Betelgeuse's death to cause the kind of apocalyptic scenario that Musk is warning about. Most researchers think that the radiation from the explosion will dissipate before it reaches us. However, there is some concern that high-energy radiation could still affect Earth's atmosphere, satellites, and communications infrastructure. Let's talk about gamma rays for a moment. When a star goes supernova, it releases an immense amount of energy, including gamma rays, extremely high-energy photons. These gamma rays travel through space at the speed of light, and they can interact with matter, especially the molecules in Earth's atmosphere. If a significant burst of gamma radiation were to hit Earth, it could ionize parts of the atmosphere, potentially disrupting our electrical grids, satellite communications, and GPS systems. Some scientists speculate that a very strong burst of gamma radiation could even cause a temporary ozone depletion. But again, these scenarios are unlikely. What's more likely is that the explosion will provide scientists with a golden opportunity to study the mechanics of a supernova up close. The light from the explosion would be visible across great distances, and researchers would be able to study how it affects the surrounding space environment. This could give us unprecedented insight into how stars like Betelgeuse evolve, die, and seed the universe with heavy elements like gold and uranium. At the end of the day, whether or not Elon Musk's prediction is correct, the event could have significant scientific ramifications. The possibility of a new understanding of supernovae, cosmic radiation, and stellar death is incredibly exciting for astronomers. As for the immediate danger to Earth, most experts say it's unlikely that Betelgeuse's explosion will pose a serious threat to life on Earth. However, the excitement surrounding the event itself, coupled with Musk's bold prediction, has given the world something to talk about. Whether it's in 2 weeks or in 1,000 years, one thing is certain. Betelgeuse's eventual explosion will be one of the most awe-inspiring events in the universe, and we'll all be watching. As the countdown to Betelgeuse's potential supernova approaches, people around the world are bracing themselves for an astronomical event that could redefine our understanding of the cosmos. While Elon Musk's prediction may seem outlandish to some, it has sparked renewed interest in both the scientific community and among the public. However, despite the dramatic headlines, there are numerous questions that remain unanswered, especially regarding the actual impact of a supernova on Earth. To grasp the scale of Betelgeuse's potential explosion, it's crucial to understand the mechanics of a supernova in greater detail. When a massive star like Betelgeuse reaches the end of its life cycle, it exhausts its nuclear fuel. For a supergiant, this process happens relatively quickly on a cosmic scale, over just a few million years. As the fuel in the star's core runs out, the internal pressure that keeps the star from collapsing disappears, and gravity takes over. This leads to a cataclysmic implosion that is followed by an enormous explosion, expelling the outer layers of the star into space. This explosion releases an incredible amount of energy, equivalent to the energy output of the star over the course of millions of years, all in an instant. For astronomers, supernovae are a treasure trove of information. The explosion not only provides insight into the end stages of stellar evolution, but also plays a critical role in the creation of elements. When a star explodes, the intense heat and pressure allow for the formation of heavier elements like gold, uranium, and other precious metals. These elements are scattered across space, eventually contributing to the formation of new stars, planets, and even life itself. In essence, supernovae are cosmic factories, churning out the building blocks of the universe. Although scientists are excited about the potential for new discoveries, there's still considerable uncertainty about the effects of a supernova on Earth. Even though Betelgeuse is relatively close by cosmic standards, its distance is still substantial enough to shield us from any direct impact. The explosion of a supernova releases an immense burst of light, radiation, and high-energy particles, but the farther away a planet is, the less likely it is to be affected. A supernova in a distant galaxy, for instance, might not impact Earth at all. The idea that Betelgeuse's explosion could wreak havoc on our planet stems largely from the concept of gamma rays. These high-energy photons have the potential to penetrate through the atmosphere and cause ionization in Earth's lower atmosphere. While this could, in theory, disrupt our communications infrastructure, electrical systems, and even affect the health of those exposed to large doses of cosmic radiation, the odds of this happening are slim. The key factor here is that gamma rays lose much of their intensity over vast distances. The radiation from Betelgeuse's supernova would likely spread out, weakening its potency by the time it reaches Earth. Moreover, most astrophysicists believe that even if gamma radiation were to reach our planet, the impact would likely be minimal. The Earth's atmosphere, magnetic field, and ozone layer provide significant protection from cosmic radiation. It's also worth noting that Earth has been bombarded with cosmic rays and high-energy radiation from supernovae in the past, without any catastrophic consequences. In fact, supernovae are a natural part of the universe's life cycle and contribute to the constant reshaping of the cosmos. The immediate concern, then, is not necessarily the threat of a deadly radiation burst, but the scientific opportunity presented by Betelgeuse's impending demise. If the star does explode soon, it will offer researchers a unique opportunity to study a supernova in real time. Thanks to advancements in technology, scientists can now observe these cosmic events with unprecedented detail. Observatories around the world, along with space telescopes, will undoubtedly be trained on Betelgeuse in the coming weeks. The data gathered could help refine our understanding of supernova mechanics, stellar evolution, and the role of these explosions in shaping the chemical composition of the universe. While it's still unclear whether Elon Musk's bold prediction will come to fruition, there's no denying the excitement surrounding Betelgeuse's eventual explosion. Whether it occurs in the next few weeks or centuries from now, this event will be one for the history books. It could become one of the most significant astronomical phenomena in human history, offering us a glimpse into the explosive forces that shape the universe. Even if we don't experience any immediate fallout from the explosion, the long-term benefits to science could be monumental, helping us unlock the secrets of the stars and the forces that drive cosmic evolution.